6 months past came Sheldon's wish. He would soon have an heir. But the thought of having this man's child filled Josephine with despair. Thoughts of bonny babies did not fill her heart with joy. She was forced to marry Sheldon, but she would not have his boy. She would run to the blacksmith's apprentice and beg him to end the life not yet born. Not a single tear would she shed. This child she would not mourn.
This sight has graced my eyes before. Or at least, the eyes within my mind. Naive and boyish as it might seem, this moment has already been managing itself within my sleeping thoughts for several months past.
Your features seem so much more real to me in my dreams than when my eyes saw you out from across the road.
So you have dreamed also?
I have.
In my dreams, your features were more of that sweet smiling face that I remember. Seeing you now, I do envy my sleeping self, for he would not see the deep sadness portrayed in your eyes.
A sadness much justified by the injustice that forced me to leave my true love.
I have missed you so.
And I you. Away, Harry Shilling, touch me not!
What?
Touch me not, my love, for I am tainted!
Josephine, what madness is this?
Do not mock!
You are tainted by nothing more than my unworthy, adoring gaze.
I do not jest!
Josephine.
I am tainted by my husband.
Josephine.
I beg of you.
My flower. My sweet, sweet love. Tell me what taint it is that you speak of. Give me any duty and I shall perform it for you.
The only duty I beg of you, my love, is that you be strong for me.
What has that vile bastard husband of yours done?
Harry.
If he's laid one ill-intended hand upon you, it will be a mistake. And I will see to it that it will be his last mistake.
Harry, do not talk
I will
this way.
make sure that my hammer is wiped clean of his blood with enough time for his final breath to fog the cold metal.
Harry! Harry. Zachariah Sheldon's baby grows within me.
Josephine, my heart hangs heavy, my mouth is open but for one word. Sorry. I'm so sorry, my love. When I confessed my love for you all those years ago, I swore that I would see myself 6 feet in the cold earth before I failed to protect you. Yet the end of that sentence announces with a glorious fanfare that I failed! I failed to protect you.
Harry.
Oh, Josephine, please forgive me. I beg of you. May God strike me down, but I beg of you, please forgive me.
Harry Shilling. I am inwardly looking, and as much as I might search and search within, I know that it is a lost cause. For I know that there is nothing that you could do that would warrant forgiveness on my part. And for my part, I come here not only to look at the face of the man that I truly love, but because I need you to help me.
Anything, my sweet love, anything.
As the hound for the master and the horse for the jockey, I have done my duty. As wife to the husband, I have done what was expected. But neither hound nor horse am I. I am a woman with the God-given right to give my voice unto anyone whom I wish to hear it. And I wish you to hear it now, Harry Shilling. There is no consequence of this world that will force me to endure having this child. In short, I am not having this child.
Josephine, tell me any duty that I shall perform for you.
Help me end the life of Zachariah Sheldon's baby.
Your slave. Your servant I have always made it my privilege to be. Josephine, you could take any parchment and write out a tale, and I would perform it for you. You could bid me to the nearest bridge, where I shall attempt and fail at flight, and with a smile on my face I shall attempt it. You could send me down to the black gates of hell itself, and to Satan present myself for an eternity of misfortune and torture, and I shall make my descent to him now. Beat me, scream at me, torture me, make me suffer for all of my sins, and I will commit. But not this.
Harry, I beg of you.
No. Not hurt you in such a way. Not kill an innocent child.
Have my words been nothing but whispers on the wind? Would I have more success in presenting myself towards a brick wall and with it discussing this situation? In answer to your previous thoughts, yes, Zachariah Sheldon has done me painful wrongs, but presently that matters not. This thing, this misery making life on my insides, is naught but a reminder of the evil that is my husband. This child is the thing that he desires above all else, and he has lain hurt to me once, twice, 100 times so as to achieve it. If you require an explanation as to what this feels like, then it is my regret to disappoint you. It is impossible. And yet do not think of me as a lover who would force upon you something you so despise doing. Even in my desperation, I'm not so desperate to control you like a child controls a puppet. That is not a victory I will allow Sheldon. Yet I will be damned if I am buckled in my hunt for a solution. I will do this thing myself.
Josephine, stop this madness!
I cannot! Harry, I cannot live like this. The agony gets worse each day. I need you to be strong for me. Just 1 second and it is done. Remember when I was a girl, you carried me more than a mile when I fell out the tree and hurt my knee. You were always there when I needed you for anything, and now I need you more than you could ever know. Help me enter pain that grows. The agony gets worse each day. I need you to be strong for me. Just 1 second and it is done.
How can I ever think to raise a hand to you? What you ask of me is something that I cannot do. There must be something else to right the wrong that grows in you. To cause this pain you ask, my love cannot allow. To help you end the pain that grows. The agony gets worse each day. I need you to be strong for me. Just
1 second and it
single blow was all it took to end the fetus that grew inside. And in that moment, without knowing, Sheldon's lifeline died.
Perchance there is some assistance I can provide you, good sir. Would I be nearing the mark if I was to assume that you have already filled your belly with alcohol this morning?
Is a bear likely to make his waste in the woods?
Where the bear makes his waste is of little concern to me. It is the shocking possibility of waste being made within my premises that worries my mind.
Do not busy your mind with such worries where myself is concerned, Mr. Sheldon. I am sure I'm likely to spy my favourite brand of wine any moment. Perhaps you have rearranged your shop in recent days.
Not in recent weeks have I rearranged the shop. I find it has little consequence upon the business. Logic dictates that your favourite brand is simply not in stock.
What ridiculousness would overcome you to neglect a well-sold brand?
I pride myself in neglecting ridiculousness itself. And I do not take kindly to people suggesting otherwise.
Hope resides within me that I am not mistaking your apologetic tone for one of abrasiveness.
Hope resides within me that perhaps one day you will resist from waking, simply to fill your belly with wine and darken the cobbles of the streets by pissing away your brain cells so that you might speak some words of sense.
Pox on you, sir. I resent being worded to in such voice.
And what voice would you prefer? The voice of the local children as they laugh at you when balance fails you and you fall into the gutter? Or perhaps the voice of your wife as she moans gratefully to her new lover as he enters her? I neither have your favoured brand in stock nor the patience to translate whatever language it is that you are dribbling into my ear, and I would much rather that you find some alternative brand of wine to spill upon your collar, or vacate my premises, taking your stench with you.
How does your wife love you? I and your neighbours have wondered with your newfound attitude. Has she some sickness of the mind? Or perhaps you reward her with gold like some common harlot?
Get out! Get out of here, I say! Should you ever darken my shop floor with your wretched shadow once more, then I will see to it that the peasants not only comment upon my marriage to Josephine, but as to why your innards hang from the lampposts. Now get out. Wretches! Vile peasant wretches! An accusation on them all, that they should think themselves in a position worthy of commenting upon my marriage to Josephine, as if their opinion might be valued in some respect. May something plague you all. Mistaken in me. How does my wife love me? They wonder. How does one go about getting a wife to love him, wonders I. In recent past, I held the affections of a number of women to whom I took a fancy, and should they be so privileged as to receive everything that I have provided for young Josephine, I'll wager they would have been all too eager to enter into matrimony with me. But as it stands, Josephine manages herself with a certain reluctance. Since when has lifelong security been something that the weaker sex might sniff at? What time is it where lifelong security, comfortable living has become unfashionable, and dirty blackened floors and walls have taken over as the norm? Perchance those peasants that resemble flocks of gulls chattering away to each other and gnawing at gossip like scraps of food on the pavement have themselves hit upon some sad point of truth in the proceeding. Perhaps Josephine has some sickness of the mind. I must be nearer the mark. A young girl from such filthy and poor upbringings, where black bread and broth are a maintained diet, might be led to believe that her new life, a proper standard of living, might be wrong. Time and a firm hand are necessary. The child who misbehaves at school receives the sharp bite of the teacher's cane. The child matures into adolescence and understands why he was wrong to act out so. Time. Josephine maintains that I hold no place in her heart, and I maintain that everything is subject to change. But this is something to be reviewed in a year or so down the line.
Mr. Sheldon! Mr. Sheldon! Aid me with Josephine!
God! What has occurred?
I know not. I know that I saw her on the street corner, surrounded by the neighbours, covered in blood, so I brought her hastily to you.
Hence, go get some physician.
Nay, she needs me now more than ever!
She grows paler by the moment. Put aside stupidity and go!
Harry.
Okay, Josephine. You and our child shall not suffer this, I promise you.
Sheldon never knew a miscarriage was to blame. His wife now bore no child. Her conscience felt no shame.
Feel you hold me tight. I'd give all
Just one day with you, one day with me. Just one day with you is all that I can dream. To hold you in my arms, to feel you hold me tight. I give all that I have just to spend one night. Each day that we're apart fills my heart with pain. My thoughts are just with you. Helps to pass the days until we meet again. Our love will find a way.
With the loss of his unborn child, Sheldon's affection quickly turned to violence. He would often beat poor Josephine until her screams turned silent. The lovers could no longer bear it. They would not continue with their sadness. A love that could take another man's child was nothing less than madness.
Let's run away together. Take me somewhere far away. A new life, a brighter day. Let's run away together to a place where I will never cry again.
Where's my stupid, useless wife? A permanent pain on my hard enough life. I've been working all day and I'm hungry and tired. If she was hired help, well, by now she'd be fired.
Let's run away together. Take me somewhere far away. A new life, a brighter day. Let's run away together to a place where I will never cry again.
Josephine, where had you gone? I need you right now. You've been gone for too long. You're a waste of my time and you're a waste of my space. You look like a whore with your painted face.
Let's run away together. Take me somewhere far away. A new life, a brighter day. Let's run away together to a place where I will never cry again.
I can't even find a cup for a drink in this festering house with its odorous stink. Don't you go, I'm not finished with you. You spin me such lies, but I know what's true.
Please, I'm sorry. I'm
Let's
sorry.
run away together. Take me somewhere far away. A new life, a brighter day. Let's run away together to a place where I will never cry again.
Sheldon could stand it no longer, seeing his sweetheart beaten so. He would take his Josephine And that evening they would go. They would run away together, and they would never be apart. A second chance somewhere new, a new life the two could start. Sheldon told that as he slept, Shilling took his Josephine. They left in the dark of night so that they would not be seen. Some say that from that day, Sheldon was never seen again. In his favourite chair he would remain, with solitude his pain. In that chair he would stay for the next day, then a week, then a month passed by. No one came, no one cared, and no one saw him die. They found him 6 weeks later, rotting in his chair, his eyes open and tormented, showed the curse of a dead man's stare. They sold the wine shop and the house, and removed all trace of Zachariah. All of his possessions burnt upon a fire. Whilst cleaning the wine shop, a grisly secret was revealed. A hidden room in the cellar, a door by bowels sealed. Things are not quite what they seem to be, a deception, a terrible truth. A moment in time hides a despicable crime. After death now the truth is revealed. Two lovers escape in the dark of night, together to spend all their days. No money, just love and the hope in their hearts, little knowing the future in store. So turn back the clock to a time and place. In the darkness two figures are seen, creeping their way through the blackness of night to a future that wasn't to be. And they were never seen again. We thought that they had run away, and they were never seen again. We thought that they had run away, and they were never seen again. We thought that they had run away, and they were never seen again. We thought that they had run away, and they were never seen again. We thought that they had run away.
So let us turn back time to when the couple ran away. They never managed to leave the town on that fateful day. On the night the two absconded, a coincidence in time, I broke into Sheldon's cellar, intent to steal some wine.
You're always there just to fill up my glass. On a happy when you are here right by my side. 'Cause I love you, my green old beauty. You are good to me, my loyal true friend. 'Cause I'm better company when I've been with you. I only speak wise words and all of them true. And when I am tired, you allow me to sleep anywhere. 'Cause I love you, the great old beauty. You are good to me, my royal friend. 'Cause all of my wives never treated me well. They say you're to blame and they can all go to hell. I'm sure when I die, you'll be there at the end by my side. I love you, my green bottle beauty. You are good to me, my loyal true friend. I love you, my green bottle beauty. You are good to me, my loyal true friend.
In the darkness of the cellar, as I filled my bag below, Josephine and Shilling through the house crept quiet and slow. As they neared the door, she stumbled to the ground, waking Sheldon from his rest, eyes open to the sound.
What rude awakening is this? And at such an hour as to find my wife tiptoeing through our home, and with none other than the blacksmith's apprentice. Reason escapes me, boy, as to why you should be in our home.
I have remained your plaything long enough, and shall live as such no longer. For not one more night shall I be a lifeless ghost in your house.
What sickness of mind has overcome you? What reason do you have for abandoning your family, and at a time like this?
Sickness has thus far steered clear of me, and do not be so naive to think I could ever look upon a monster like you like family.
We should go. Let us make haste into the night, and leave Sheldon to his drunken musings.
I thought I told you to vacate my house, boy. Josephine, get you to bed. You're not well.
Never again shall you feel my presence in your bedchamber. Never again shall I be yours to do with as you wish. After all the wrongs you have done me, I would love nothing more than to have your face forgotten from my life.
What feeds this flame you have so suddenly lit? What wrongs have I done you? I work hard at everything I desire, and I have worked and worked at our marriage harder than anything set before me previous. Josephine, you are my wife. Please, step away from the boy.
Upon my life, there is no boy stood in this room at present. Harry Shilling is a man, more of a man than you have ever presented yourself. Ever since he and I first confessed love to one another, there has not been a moment he has not been eager to be by my side. He sees me not as some ill-intended need to some misguided end. Never has he raised a hand to me with poor intent. He remains to this day the only man I have ever loved. Never have I, and never could I, love you.
Pray thee rest and collect your thoughts. This illness that infects your mind, it leads you confusion. It cannot be denied that we do so love each other.
Oh, if you believe that, Mr. Sheldon, it is not within my mind the sickness lies, but yours.
Enough, Josephine. We loved each other as to conceive our first child. Such a strong and sweet boy he would have been, with my wit and your flair. I know that his passing was inconvenient, but I shed as many tears as you. Happily we can try again.
Past has the time you will ever lay a hand on her.
You keep your mouth shut, boy, or I'll...
You what? How splendid of a man are you? I'd wager that you wouldn't stand up to a man with strength. Yet you would happily beat poor Josephine until her flesh turns purple.
That was... I never... It was unfortunate.
Sir, like it or no, Harry and I are leaving. This instant. The one with the other. Never again shall we be so accursed to look upon your face.
You will be so cruel as to lay abandon to your husband, till we so tragically lost our boy.
Does stupidity add to that sickness of mind which you accuse others but may claim as your own? The boy was never lost to us, Mr. Sheldon. I performed the deed myself.
Come to me. Come to your husband. You know not what you say, you are not of sound mind.
My mind has never been in more sound a place. Do my words overlook your hearing? Do I speak in some foreign tongue? I never had intention to give birth to your brat. Never could I conceive a child that might grow up to be such a monster as his father turned out to be.
Josephine.
Responsibility for its death falls upon me. I killed it. We killed it.
No.
You heard me, demon. Oh, such a demon that all you lack is horns. Your child mirrored your dark soul. And my lover and I put the thing to death. And now it lies as nothing but dust. And nothing would give me more joy than to relive that pleasure. Once, twice, 100 times.
Josephine? Josephine! 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 No! Josephine! Josephine, look at me. Open your eyes, please. Josephine! No!
In a rage fueled with madness, he struck the couple dead, killed with a barrel hammer, a single blow to the head. The insanity consumed Zachariah. This man tried to steal his wife. He dragged down to the cellar the 2 bodies and a knife.
I warned you not to look at her. Instead you kept in secret meeting in hell. You will not see her without eyes.
Trying to take his Josephine for his treachery and lies, Zachariah took the knife and he cut out the young boy's eyes.
Josephine, how could you hurt me? Your beauty has become my curse. Your adultery brings me disgrace. In the afterlife, you shall wear no face.
As Josephine's fair looks were to blame for this disgrace, he took the butcher's knife and slashed the beauty from her face.
What have I done? What kind of monster am I? But they chose their path, so their actions condemn them to die.
Saw the horror and the gore, causing the buckle to my legs, on my knees down to the floor.
Who is there? Why do you hide in the dark?
In an instant, Zachariah turned and through the darkness saw me cower. Frozen by sheer terror, I was not hard to overpower.
You seem too much. For your foolishness now you will die!
He threw me to the cellar floor and raised the hammer high. You have seen too much, you cannot breathe. For your foolishness, you die. Sheldon built a wall of boughs and hid the bodies there. He dragged himself up to the house and collapsed into his chair. Plagued by madness, with no reprieve or rest of time, in solitude and suffering, haunted by his crime. They found him 6 weeks later, rotting in his chair. His eyes, open and tormented, showed the curse of a dead man's stare. Whilst cleaning up the cellar, the grisly secret was revealed. A room hidden in the darkness, the door by barrels sealed. They lay our bodies to the ground, in peace our souls to sleep. No flowers at our graves, no mourning eyes to weep. Sure as I speak, I lie here dead, as cold as the earth rests my blood-stained head. Now the truth is told, and my soul is set free, and peaceful sleep doth welcome me.